Namaskar. Extending a very warm welcome to all of you for the second day of our tournament. Please welcome Director Dr. Nand Kumar.
Namaste. Welcome to you all for our Founders Day, Day 2. Yesterday, those of you who were here, you saw how beautifully our students, trained and our teachers enthralled everyone. Today is the concluding day of our Founders Day. I'm so happy to see our senior committee members, Shri Varinder Singh and Candida Kanavida. We'll begin with a prayer from the Vedas. May we all see with our eyes what is auspicious. May we all hear with our ears what is auspicious. With healthy body and mind, may we be able to dedicate ourselves for the cause of humanity. May the celestial beings shower their choicest blessings on us so that we may all develop a sense of sacrifice in our lives. May there be peace, peace and real peace. Bhadram karne Vishnu nuyama devaha Bhadram pashyemakshabhiryajatraha Sthirairangaistushtvagum sastanubhi Vyashema devahitam yadayuhu Swasti na indra vruddhashtravaha Swasti na pusha vishwavedaha Swasti nastaksho arishtanemihi Swasti no brahaspatir dadhatu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. The world is one family. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Hence, friends, let noble thoughts come to us from every side. Ano Bhadraha Kratavo Yantu Vishwataha. Thank you. Over to Parvati.
Namaste. Good afternoon. Chief Guest, Mr. Manmeet Singh Narayan, Minister Coordination, High Commission of India, London. Guest of Honor, Mr. Rohit Padmana, First Secretary, Economics, Press and Information, High Commission of India. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, the Bhavan, home of Indian arts, extends a very warm welcome to you all for the second day Founders Celebration. We are very happy to celebrate the Founders Day, which is the birthday of our founder, Kulapati Dr. K. Munshi. Munshi ji had an ambitious and noble vision of education, maintaining Indian heritage and cultural traditions. Today, that vision has materialized in the form of many educational and cultural centers in India and abroad. We remember our dear Mataji, who worked tirelessly to establish the Bhavan London with the guidance of Sri Dalalji and of a dedicated committee. He succeeded in creating a temple of art and culture. Our thanks to Arts Council, Infosys, Air India, State Bank of India and Chelaram Foundation for their continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, today's program begins with Carnatic vocal. They commence their recital with Ramana Brovara in Ragam Harikambodi, set to Rupagatalam, a Tyagaraja Kirtana, and conclude with Varalila Ganalola in Ragam Shankarabharana, Ekatalam Tishragati, again a composition of Tyagaraja Swami. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin. The performers Sri Vidya, Lalita, Shreya, Malati, Saroja, Anirvin, Lakshmi, Shivapriya, Balahari, Sampada and Kaviyal. Accompanying them on violin, Pavan's resident teacher for violin, Sri Baluragaraman. On Mridangam, our resident teacher for Mridangam, Sri M. Balachandra. On Ghatam, Sri Nivasan, disciple of M. Balachandra. And our Carnatic resident vocal teacher, Sri Sampat Kumar Acharya.
Namaste to all of you and welcome to the Bhavan's Founders Day. That was a wonderful beginning to the performance. Can we have another round of applause to get the energy? I'd just like to take a minute to say thank you to all of you because we are back here at the auditorium and the kids are back on stage performing after 2 years of the pandemic. It's been hard on all of us and I'd just like to say thank you on behalf of the Bhavan team and staff to all of you for your continued support. So while we wait for the stage to be set for the next set of performers, we have something for the audience. We have a fun quiz for all of you all based on Indian classical dance and music. And all of you are welcome to join us. You have to use your phone for this. If you could go to slido.com, slido.com. slido.com. You will be asked for a code and your code is 379. So if you enter that code, it should take you directly to the quiz. And the first question is already live, so you can answer on your phones for that. Just to repeat, slido.com, slido.com, and your code is 379. Has everybody got it? Why is it says live here? It is working for a few of you, but it's not working for the others. That's supposed to say. I have restarted the quiz again. It's working now? Okay, perfect. Yes, I'm seeing the answers come in. To those of you who are not watching this, the question is, what wood is the mridangam made of? And the options are jackfruit tree wood, bamboo and tamarind wood.
What was the question? What was the question?
Just a minute. What wood is the mridangam made of? And your options are jackfruit tree wood, bamboo or tamarind wood. Just a few more seconds for everybody to get their answers in. And most of you have gotten it right. It is the jackfruit tree wood. 64% have gotten it right. So well done. Well played. Just to confirm again, it is working for everybody now? Perfect. Thank you. I'll see you again in the next break and let's welcome the next set of performers onto the stage. You have each one question in each break.
Sitar presentation of Rag Kirwani in Jeptar, a cycle of 10 beats. Darsh, Jaspreet, Jessica, Krishna, Naveen, Roma, Sujaya, Sunny, Silva, and Devjani. Accompanying them on tabla, Dhanraj and Shomuraj, serial disciples of Pandit Rajkumar Mishra, and our resident teacher for Sitar, Sri Sanjay Guha.
Hello again. Before we move on to the next question, I'm delighted to share that the Bhavan is celebrating its Golden Jubilee, 50 years, from 2022 to 2023. So we have a whole year of specially curated performances, events, workshops, art exhibitions. The details are all being updated on our website, so make sure you have a look. In May, we are inaugurating the whole year with a very special performance by Rukmini Vijay Kumar, a Bharatanatyam performance from India, and a violin duet performance by Lalgudi Krishnan and his sister Vijay Lakshmi Krishnan. We have early bookings open already, so tickets are going fast, so I would highly recommend that you have a look and you book your tickets as soon as possible. Obviously, yes, there'll be a lot of other performances as well. As and when we keep updating the website, you will know the details about all of that. So let's go to the next question now. It should now be live. Is it live? Yes. Name the tala that has 7 beats that is used in Carnatic classical music. The tala that has 7 beats that is used in Carnatic classical. The votes are coming in. Few more seconds for those who are still doing it. Name the tala that has 7 beats that is used in Carnatic classical music. Majority of you have gotten it right. Options, sorry, I didn't say the options. The options are Rupaka Tala, Eka Tala, and Mishra Chapu Tala. And the correct answer is Mishra Chapu, so most of you got it right. Actually, no, somebody changed the answer and now, okay, everybody changed the answer now. Okay, well, yeah, well played. All of you have gotten it right. Almost. I would also like to talk about another initiative of the Bhavan, which is called as Vidya Mandir. I think the performers are ready, so I'll probably speak about it in the next break. Let's welcome the performers on stage. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, South Indian percussion Mridangam brings you a Laya Vinyasam in Aditala. Ladies and gentlemen, the performers Amit, Aniyam, Kailal, Datosin, Ramnath, Srivatsan, and Tanuja. Our resident teacher, composer, and conductor of the Laya Vinyasam, Sri M. Balachandar.
Namaste. And as I was talking about some of the initiatives that the Bhavan has started, one of the initiatives is called Vidya Mandir. This was started during the pandemic. The main intention behind Vidya Mandir is to make the children indulge and get inspired with Indian classical arts in a more intensive manner. So this is to basically explore the different layers in which Indian classical arts is taught and learned, and for the students to also interact with scholars outside of the Bhavan as well. To talk more about this, I invite my colleague Stella Subaya.
Namaste, namaskaram. Many of you might have seen me yesterday. So, this is just to introduce you to the new series, Vidya Mandir series. It's a very exciting proposition or project, whatever you call it, which Bhavan has initiated. It is to make bridges between the big known institutes in India. One such is with Kalakshetra. So Kalakshetra College of Fine Arts was started by Vidya Mandir, many of you know. It's based in Chennai. It started with the principle, it's a school of education of art, of unity of life and art. And as in today's world, what we are looking to aspire and learn, as Nandaji started this whole event with the baby chant, is this whole unity and essence of human being. What is it? Why do we bring our children to Bhavan? Why are we practicing in art form? What is the link? What is the meeting point? And how can we invest in our children so that, for the next generation, we prepare them to be world leaders with kindness, with hope. And one of the institutes which was set up is Kalakshetra, amongst many other institutes like Vishwa Bharati and Kalamandalam, Vallandul's Kalamandalam as well. So Kalakshetra is, we are planning to bring them here in September, and they would be doing a week of work with us, and then we are hoping to sign a MOU with them, which means that there will be projects, or they will be programmed where we will be able to take our children from here and take them to Chennai. They have a beautiful, beautiful campus under the banyan tree. They have all the departments of painting, music, instruments, everything. And our children from here might be able to experience these residencies. And similar way, we would be able to bring the scholars across this side so that our children will be able to experience, other than just the Sunday school, it's also a bit more philosophy of the art, philosophy of why we do what we do, and why such dedicated staff of Bhavan, they are constantly imbibing the new generation of children with this essence of what it means for us to pursue the Indian art form. So please support us in these endeavors. Without your support, we will not be able to do any work. We are completely beholden to you all and grateful that you are supporting Bhavan in so many different ways. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Stella. More details about this initiative will be updated on our website as and when we go. I now invite my colleague Patrick to speak a few words about some of the technical developments and improvements that we've made at the Bhavan.
Thank you, Envy. I can just hear things are still going on behind the screen. So I'll take this opportunity to say, first of all, thank you so much to all the parents and teachers and students who stayed with us during the lockdown. And it was an incredibly difficult time. The learning all migrated online. I know it's certainly not ideal for arts, but everyone has stayed with us, and I'm very thankful for that, so thank you very much indeed. While we were closed, we took the opportunity for some improvements in the theatre that you're in right now, and I'd just like to tell you what some of those are. Some of them are completely invisible to everyone, but maybe you didn't know or did know that for many years, maybe half of the auditorium was without power at all. The fact that we managed to put on so many events, even with this, is frankly a miracle. But we took the opportunity over the lockdown to take out, first of all, fix those problems, take out all our old tungsten lighting and replace the whole lot with LED lighting. Now, what this means for us on a practical basis is that we are first of all able to change the colour of the lights very easily, and our team at the lighting desk is going to help me with a mini demonstration of how easily we can change the lighting colours. That's the easiest applause I've ever had. Thank you very much. We've also installed some moving lights, which enables us to limit very much the number of lights we need at all. So now we're going to have a quick demo of how even these can change colour. And they also move. So we can find any part of the stage, any part of the auditorium with just a much smaller number of lights. Now, of course, this gives us energy savings, it saves us on lighting, bulb costs, and all those kind of really boring things that arts people don't like to talk about. But I'm very grateful that we've been able to do this, and it enables us to put on much more sophisticated shows, and also, which is the primary reason I'm talking to you today, to hire the venue to more people. So this is an invitation to you all. If you need a venue for hire, if you know someone who needs a venue for hire, please do contact us. We have world-class equipment now, world-class sound and lighting. So if that's something that interests you or someone that you know, please get in touch with us. We're very desirous of more hires for the auditorium and the rest of the building, the studios and the teaching rooms. So please do get in contact with us. By the sound of it, they're still tuning up. But if I know artists, they'll take all the time they're given. So I'm going to hand over now. I think that's the end of that. Are you coming in again? No. Okay. So with that, I'm going to hand over to the next event. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the North Indian percussion tabla commences their recital with the theme Tal Rela, and they will conclude with a Jagtal Qaida, ending with a complicated climax Tehai. The tabla performers Aditya, Akshay, Amey, Ameya, Asutosh, Dhanraj, Manav, Neil, Nimita, Raghuram, Rahul, Ravi, Rajesh, Sitar, Siddhant, Sriram, Shomuraj, Sudhir, Tanesh, Adit and Jainil. Teacher and conductor Pandit Rajkumar Misra. There will be a presentation to the teacher.
Hello again. It's very easy to appreciate everything that goes on in the front of the stage, but there's lots that goes on behind the scenes to keep this organisation running. Not least of which is our board of trustees, who make sure that we stay on track and have the resources we need to put on all our activities. I'm just going to firstly introduce you to our head chair of the Education Committee, Mrs. Candida Connolly. She's going to say a few words. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, thank you. Well, it's a great honour to be here and to see all the things that are happening. And I think having had these 2 years of the pandemic where we were just so anxious about how to continue and be strong, all huge credit to our team that carried on the lessons online, and to you parents for encouraging your children to stick with it, so that after 2 years we have this amazing production in front of us, and to see how the teachers have sustained that momentum makes me feel very proud, actually, it's thanks to your support and your commitment to this really valuable learning tool that is available here through the Bhavan. So that's my first thing, is to say a big thank you to you all, a big thank you to our teachers, and a huge thank you to our team behind who made the whole system carry on against all the odds. So I think, could we just say a big thank you? And then I wanted to say a little more about how we're going forward. And one of the things that the Bhavan represents in London is the hub of Indian culture, which you all feed off and feed into. So you all create it and you build it. But that's something which we can share more widely with the London community and the London culture. And that's something which we want to try and help grow. I mean, this began out of Munshi's great aspiration to celebrate the pride of Indian traditional cultures. But those cultures, your children are at school with a wider community, and it's how we can engage these values with that community. And I think I see the lights going down. Does that mean there's action? Because I certainly don't want to hog the scene from these great performances. So I'll just wait for Patrick. But just to say, we are working with different institutions to try and make more connections with the great standards. So I'm going to now hand over to the next group. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will be distributing the diploma and post-diploma certificates to the successful students today. Those who have responded to our email and confirmed that they will be coming today to receive their certificates, please come to the corridor in front of the main office and report to Secretary Shanti Venkatesh after the Hindustani vocal items. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a poem recitation by Bengali language students.
যে আনন্দ ফুলে ভাসে, যে আনন্দ পাখির গানে, যে আনন্দ অরুণ আলোয়, যে আনন্দ শিশুর প্রাণে, যে আনন্দে বাতাস বহে, যে আনন্দ সাগর চলে, যে আনন্দ ধূলির কণায়, যে আনন্দ তৃণের দলে, যে আনন্দে আকাশ ভরা, যে আনন্দ তারায় তারায়, যে আনন্দ সকল সুখে, যে আনন্দ রক্তধারায়, সে আনন্দ মধুর হয়ে তোমার প্রাণে পড়ুক ঝরে, সে আনন্দ আলোর মতো থাকুক তব জীবন ভরে।
Thank you. The performers Monica, Shobita, Konika and Rabi. Ladies and gentlemen, our language teacher for Bengali, Shobita Dar.
So I was just going to share with you a little of, in the last 2 years, the work that we have already been doing with the Three Choirs Festival, which you may not know about, but it's a famous festival for classical musicians that I come from. And twice we've now worked with them, where we brought Vedic chanting to Gloucester Cathedral, which is like Westminster Abbey. So it was this kind of fusion. It wasn't a fusion, it was a bringing together. It was the kind of cutting edge of two traditions. And it was enabling the sharing of Vedic culture, if you like, amongst festivals for a wider audience. And we also did this in Barnes the Gloucester was 2 years ago, then last year in Barnes we were able to work with their festival, doing a Savitri kind of opera, so about the death and the communion of what the Hindu sense of that death was, but interpreted through Holst, which was a Western composer. So this is some sort of outreach sort of work. But what we've just heard, that Bengali poem, if that were in a school or in a community environment with the translation, people would be able to engage with this ancient tradition which has so much value and which is communal, which we can all build from. And that's my hope, is that the Bhavan can be behind building a bigger understanding throughout London and the UK. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bengali music presentation, a composition of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, Prakriti Purjaigan, on the month of Phagun Mash, or the poem, the music is about the nature in the month of Phagun, Rabindra Sangeet. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bengali music performers Afsara, Aishani, Aishik, Anindita, Arhan, Arpita, Orko, Aisha, Dulara, Eva, Motivita, Nasbia, Nishta, Shorvi, Sheham, Sophie, and Sakya. Accompanying them on tabla, Shumuraj, disciple of Pandit Rajkumar Misra. On harmonium and conducting the item, Bengali music teacher Srimati Sajali Ram.
Namaste again. It's such a variety of performances to see on stage. Each performance takes you into a different world, and I think that's the beauty of Indian classical dance and art forms and music forms. So, time to get on with the quiz again, time to pick your brains again. The next question must now be live. Who who is the author of Abhinaya Darpana? So Abhinaya Darpana is one of the classical texts. I'm sure most of you would be familiar with the Natya Shastra. So Abhinaya Darpana is another text which is related to Indian classical dance. Your options are Bharata, Nandikeshwara, Kalidasa. Who is the author of Abhinaya Darpana? Options Bharata, Nandikeshwara, Kalidasa. A few more seconds for everybody to answer on the poll. I can see the answers varying. People are trying to choose which is the right one. Okay, and this time again, most of you have actually gotten it right. It is Nandikeshwara. And now I see the answers changing. Well played again. Before we move on to the next performance, I'd also like to talk a bit about the short courses that the Bhavan has been doing. You all are aware that obviously we have the full-time courses in Indian classical dance and music forms. For those people who feel that they probably cannot, do not have the time to invest a whole year or 2 years or 3 years in learning an art form, the short courses are the perfect place for you to join in and get a feel of the art form and see if it is the right fit for you. We have the Hindustani vocal short course going on right now. The Sitar short course is going to start in a couple of weeks. Make sure you have a look at our website. All the short courses would be listed there as and when we have them. And the performers seem to be ready now. On that note, let's welcome the performers again. Thank you.
Hindustani flute. They will be playing Rag Hamsadvani set in Teen Tal. gentlemen, the performers of Hindustani flute, Rag Hamsatwani, Khushi, Preena, Shreya, Sudhir. On tabla, once again, Shobharaj, disciple of Pandit Rajkumar Mister, and conducting the item, our flute teacher, Mr. Clive Bell. We will be distributing the diploma and post-diploma certificates to the successful students today. Those who have responded to our email and confirmed that they will be coming today to receive their certificates, please come to the corridor in front of the main office and report to Shanti Venkatesh after the Hindustani vocal items. Thank you.
Thank you. I said earlier that we're graced with the presence of some of our trustees here. It's an amazing amount of support that they give to the Bhavan on a totally voluntary basis. I introduce you now yet another trustee, my colleague, Mr. Verinder Singh. Thank you.
Stands for, what it does, and how it does. I'm here to give you an insight into my perception of the Bhavan, which I gained only after I had one afternoon requested Nandaji to take me round to the various classes which are being held, and I saw myself what was going on, the practical side of teaching at the Bhavan. And it was an eye-opener for me. And from there on, I said that I would dedicate myself, whatever my abilities are, in the service of the Bhavan on the executive committee. Now, of course, we are very grateful to you all. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to carry on. But I do feel that I think people don't realize the dedication of the teachers, of the executive committee, headed by Nandaji, Bihari, Patrick, Shantiji, and forgive me, I forget the name. Anyway, all of them, their dedication is immeasurable. And they work day and night. Even during the pandemic, I mean, had it not been for their efforts, I think the Bhavan might have had a great difficulty in opening up again. So we owe a great debt of gratitude to our executive committee. And would you please put your hands together. Thank you very much. I hope you will continue to support the Bhavan the way you have been. Thank you.
Hello. So there's still people standing up on stage, which is never a good sign. I'm going to say a few words as we move forwards post-pandemic, looking at new ways of doing things. We've been talking to a lot of parents, a lot of students, trustees, outside arts organisations, all the staff, about what we can do to make Bhavan better over the next 10 years or so. And one of the key things that people say all the time is more performance opportunities. So that's something we're very happy to put in place. And over the next coming months or so, we're going to initiate a program of totally informal, low-key opportunities for students to come on stage and perform something at whatever level they're at. It doesn't have to be A-lister standard, it can be grade 1, diploma 2. If they've learned a piece, for me it's very important that they learn how to act in front of an audience. Things go wrong, things take time, you can't hear the sound, you can't hear the drums, I've forgotten my place in the music, what do I do? You can't do that in isolation, it all takes experience. And it's all those hidden time that people don't see if they go to the South Bank and see someone amazing. They never see those hours and hours of very low-key performances and rehearsals. So we're very keen to put that in place, and we will very shortly. So if you have children, or if you're a student yourself and are keen to perform something, then we'll let you know how to do that over the next couple of weeks. So look out for that. That's something we're very keen to put forward. Now this is a much better sound. So I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hindustani vocal presentation. They begin with Rag Bhupali in Teen Tal, a traditional composition improvised by Chandrima Mishra.
Hare
of Rag Bhupali, Abhishek, Ashik, Anish, Anju, Anya, Arihant, Arush, Ashish, Avika, Devjani, Hema, Joyita, Vinay, Moni, Natasha, Rama, Riya, Rituraj, Roma, Rosa, Shrishti, Sonali, Vedika, Vinita, Vyoma, and Yashwini. Accompanying them on Karnal Vansalim, Raj and Shoburaj, disciples of Pandit Rajkumar. Conducting the item and on harmonium, Hindustani vocal teacher, Srimati Chandramani.
Hello. Hello everyone. We have another Hindustani vocal piece coming up. In the meantime, I just want to take a minute to talk about the Bhavan Gallery. I'm sure all of you are aware of the wonderful space, gallery space that we have on the first floor. We have a brand new website for the gallery specifically. It is gallery.bhavan.net. So make sure you go and have a look, because as part of our 50th year, we have a lot of art exhibitions coming up, and different types of workshops and different workshops related to art as well. So make sure you have a look at the website, and also that you visit this space, especially on the weekends when you come here, because there will be a lot of events happening there. Thank you, and I welcome the next performers on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hindustani vocal concludes their recital with Rag Multani in Ek Tal composition improvised by Chandrima Misra. performers of Rag Multani, Advaita, Alisha, Amish, Anisha, Anita, Anu, Bhavin, Chirag, Limona, Monica, Neha, Riben, Patrali, Pramodini, Raghu, Rahul, Rakhi, Rita, Rayansh, Ruchi, Swati, Tulika, Ushma and Yamini. Once again, the disciples of Pandit Rajkumar Mishra, Dhanraj and Shobharaj on tabla. Conducting the item and on harmonium, our Hindustani vocal teacher, Chandrima Mishra. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Raghu Nandakumara to come onto the stage. Raghu Nandakumara.
Namaste everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. As I'm sure most, if not all of you are aware, our dear Narayan Mama, Narayan Sir, Narayan Ji, Narayan Uncle, Narayan Garu, passed away late Thursday night, early Friday this week. Such a dear person to all of us here at the Bhavan and at the High Commission and the Nehru Center. And talking to people backstage here yesterday, what was common, what was consistent, is how everyone was just recollecting wonderful things that Narayan Uncle, Narayan Mama had done to help them, to make their lives easier, make their time, when they came to the Bhavan, making that time enjoyable, and whether it was sort of helping in any way, opening doors, just having a conversation with them, right, giving them a small gift, making it easy for them to come and enjoy, whether it was learning here, whether it was teaching, whether it was performing, whether it was just using these facilities. In every way, he had a significant impact. And it's the easy way to measure someone's impact is see how things function when they're not around. And 1 month in the year when he used to go back to India, in that month, right, it would be like, okay, who's going to open the Bhavan today? Who's going to let these people in? Who's going to help with this? It would be complete, I wouldn't say chaos, but everything would be sort of unaligned. So Narayan Uncle's, I think, contribution is one of those where you truly value what he did for all of us here when he's not around. And I think really what makes Narayan Mama very, very unique, if you think about it, right, he was just full of giving, and in a way that was completely without ego. So everything that he gave, right, he was just profoundly human, and what really made him special was his humanity. And I was speaking to some of his colleagues at the Nehru Center the other day, and they expressed exactly the same thing, that just having him there, even though he had sort of kind of retired, just him going back there, having conversations, he was just a wonderful person to have around. And we are going to sorely miss him. I spoke to his dear wife, Sunita Auntie, earlier today, and I was expressing to her how everyone is just expressing their love, their appreciation, how much they already miss him and value him, and again, conveying to their sons, Puneet and Prajwal, really how special Narayan Mama is to everyone here in London, across the various organizations that he helped so selflessly over so many years. So, there is a memorial book in the corner. Please, if you haven't already done so, please just take a moment to share your memories of Narayan Mama. We'll ensure that those are sent back to his family. The Nehru Center and a lot of the Bhavan will be setting up a collection in his name. Once we have the details of that, we will share that link. And before I finish, ladies and gentlemen, we had a minute's silence yesterday to remember his soul and sort of and provide positive energy in its next stage of its journey. Today, I'd like you all to stand up and give him a 1 minute's applause and remember and celebrate Narayan Mama. Thank you. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritangamaya. Lead us from untruth to truth. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from mortality to immortality. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let there be peace in that great soul. Thank you.
Hello. Namaste again. So with this we've come to the conclusion of the music performances for the evening. Before we begin with the dance performances, we've also come to the end of the quiz, so we have the last question. Can I have a round of applause for you all, for the audience? For your energy, for your enthusiasm and your support. So let's go to the last question of the quiz. It should be live now. So you have three options. Choose the famous Sanskrit play that is written by Bhasa. And the words are coming in. Choose the famous Sanskrit play written by Bhasa. The options: Meghaduta, Shakuntala, Charudatta. A few more seconds for everybody to answer the poll. As usual, majority of you have actually gotten it right. The answer is Charudatta. So well played. One more round of applause for the audience. Thank you all so much for being part of the quiz. It was our little fun way of getting you all involved more into the evening, and I really hope you all enjoyed it. To conclude, I would also like to remind you all that we are on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Bhavan London would be our handle. So please make sure that you share our posts, the details of our events that we put up, so that it reaches to more people, more students, more art enthusiasts, and they can all also come and be part of the Bhavan. If you are sharing any posts of today or yesterday of the Founders Day event, make sure you tag us on our handles and we can reshare that. You can either tag us or you can also use the hashtag Bhavan London and we'll find the post and we will reshare that. Thank you all again so much, and I really hope you all have a fantastic further time with the dance performances that are coming up. Thank you.
Friends, now we have come to the most important part of our Founders' Day function. Today, we have a special person, our guest of honor, Shri Rohit Wadhwana. Shri Rohit Wadhwana ji joined Indian Foreign Service in 2010. Previously, he has served in various capacities at Ministry of External Affairs in New Delhi and Embassy of India in Tehran. Currently, he is in charge of the Economic and Commerce Wing in the High Commission of India, London. The wing is responsible for India-UK bilateral trade and investment promotion and facilitates interactions between stakeholders at government and corporate levels. He organizes a number of buyer-seller meetings and business events to promote bilateral engagement. He has an additional charge of press and information where he engages with media to promote India-related information and point of view. He also manages the social media handles of the High Commission. Now, I request Shri Rohit Wadhwana ji to please come onto the stage. I request Rohit ji to kindly say a few words about Munshi ji and his contribution. Shri Rohit Wadhwana, our guest of honor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nandakumar, for a very generous and kind introduction. I wish I could do that much as much you have said for me, but I always will try to do. First of all, congratulations to all the students who are getting degree and recognition today. Congratulations to their parents and relatives and all their siblings and friends who supported them to get this achievement. I have the pleasure to be here and representing High Commission of India along with our senior officer, Shri Manmeet Singh Narayan, who is Minister Coordination. I come from Gujarat, and any Gujarati who has read anything in literature would certainly know about Kanhaiyalal Munshi. Kanhaiyalal Munshi wrote a number of novels and actually started a new trend of historic fiction in Gujarati literature. But his achievements and contribution was not limited to Gujarati literature only. He was a man of multifaceted personality. He was a journalist. He was an educationist. He was a politician, a lawyer, a freedom fighter, a member of Constituent Assembly, the governor of the largest state of India, Uttar Pradesh. He was also agriculture minister in the government of India. But among all this, if I have to, standing today, count his biggest contribution or mention one thing that he did the best, it would be founding the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan. And I am sure on this point, we all agree. Because Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, starting from, was established in 1938, most of you would have read about it. So this Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan has 119 centers in India, has 7 centers abroad, and as Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India, while visiting the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, noted that it fills the vacuum of culture and arts in the modern life. And those words, in my opinion, can become much more true with the time to go, especially abroad. As people say, that you can take people out of India, but not India out of the people. So therefore, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and especially centers abroad, and today, as I am speaking in London, and you all are here, so this center and its importance in our life, in our culture, in our root and holding to India, is perhaps the biggest contribution, if I have to mention one, of Kanhaiyalal Munshi. It is said that that fellow is greater whose roots are stronger, and so was Munshi, and his impacts are impacting our lives positively, creating a vibrant cultural waves across the globe through the spread of arts and culture here and other countries. So therefore, if I, in addition to his political life, say something more, perhaps the journals that he started to spread the culture was another bigger contribution. He also edited the Young India newspaper that Gandhiji was publishing for some time. He started a journal called Bhargava that again was dedicated to the spread of Indian culture. He wrote very interesting trilogy on Gujarat. Though he was, I would say, an internationalist, but his way of expressing the internationalism or his attachment towards India was through fiction. And if any one of you get a chance, not in Gujarati but maybe in the translation of English, to read his trilogy, historic fiction, where he depicts what we call Gujarat's pride through Patani Prabhuta, Rajadhiraj and Jai Somnath. These three novels would be perhaps best reading if anyone would like to do through his historic fiction about Munshi. He has, in my opinion, by narrating the pride of India's ancient and before medieval time, through the Solanki kings under whom Gujarat became the most prosperous and most progressive at that time. So he was trying to bring to the front, to the national consciousness, that India has the glorious past. And that glorious past can be returned, can be brought forward through our own efforts, through our own attachment to the culture and the things, the knowledge that India has to offer to the world. And perhaps that is again true in the time when we are living in a situation where not only a virus but also missiles are affecting our daily lives and peace. So it's only the culture, it's only the connection through arts that can bring us together. And literary figure, towering personalities like Kanhaiya Munshi perhaps would be the best example to give today if we need to live with pride and with peace and attain the highest position in terms of knowledge and wisdom. So with this, I would once again congratulate you all for pursuing arts, retaining your Indian roots, and connecting through this endeavor to your motherland and spreading it across the world. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Rohitji, for those very kind words and also some of the facts not known to many of us here about our Munshiji and his contribution. Rohitji and of course the Indian High Commission have been so very close to Bhavan. Their blessings are the strength of the Bhavan. I was just talking to our chief guest, Shri Manmeet Singh Narangji, that Bhavan started at the High Commission. The very first meeting to start Bharati Vidya Bhavan in London took place at the High Commission in Aldwych when Appa Sahab Pant was our High Commissioner. So I feel so honored today that Manmeet ji is here as our chief guest, but I thought our dear Shanti, Srimati Shanti Venkatesh, daughter of late Lieutenant General L.M. Rajgopal, who served in the Indian Army and retired as the Director General of Corps of Electronics and Mechanical Engineers and received the Ati Vishishta Seva Medal for his services, to kindly come and introduce our chief guest. Shanti, please come.
welcome our chief guest, Shri Manmeet Singh Narayan, who is the Minister Coordination at the High Commission of India here in London. Shri Manmeet Singh Ji is an IPS officer from the MP cadre. He has served in various parts of India, holding senior positions in the police and security agencies of India. Shri Manmeet Singh Ji has been decorated with the Indian Police Medal for Meritorious Services and the President's Medal for Distinguished Service to the Nation. He is also an electronics engineer and an MBA. I request Shri Manmeet Singh Ji to kindly come onto the stage and give a few words of encouragement to our students and distribute the certificates to the successful students.
Ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to thank Shanti ji for very kind words and Nanda ji for inviting me to this event. I remember when I joined around 2.5 years back, I had attended one of the events here, and if I'm correct, it was about the annual day which used to be celebrated in January every year. And Nandaji mentioned me that because of the COVID, they had to postpone it to March this year. So, as I've seen in my last 2.5 years of tenure, that Indian culture is very much vibrant in UK, especially thanks to Bharati Vidya Bhavan. And what I've seen personally is that here classes of various disciplines are held in a very structured manner, and here more than 800-900 students, they get training on various arts of India, of Indian culture, languages, dances. So I think as Mr. Rohit Valvana mentioned, that Munshi-ji's one of the greatest contribution is to keep the Indian tradition of art and culture alive throughout our diaspora. So it is true that diaspora is not just about people. It is very much about their culture, what traditions they bring in. And I think in the 21st century, especially, the traditional wars are still being fought for territories and all those things. Indian culture has a lot to teach to the rest of the world. You see, India has always stood for peace, cohesiveness, brotherhood, love. So it is very, you see, we have lived with these principles for many centuries. And in India, you find a culture where so many languages, so many different religious identities, so many tribes, we all coexist peacefully. You see, the rest of the world has seen so many wars in the last 200, 300 years, while in India it stands united, peaceful, and it is principally because of our values and our culture. So I'm very happy to be here and delighted to see the performance. Though I came a bit late, I could only see the Hindustani vocal performances. And we would love to see the rest of the performances which will occur, which will happen afterwards. But I was really delighted to see such high quality performance. It seemed as if, because I've been to many places of art and culture in India,
When I was posted in Ahmedabad, there also, we used to have very high quality annual performance. I was posted in Ujjain, in Gwalior. There we used to have Tansen Samaro. In Ujjain we used to have again, very rich programs of Indian art and culture. So I was really transported back to my old times, and it is really creditable that so far away we are really able to keep our culture alive. So again, thanks for inviting me, and I will like to congratulate all the students who are learning the art, and I think there is some kind of prize distribution, so I would like to congratulate the winners in advance and their family members. So thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for those very kind words and your words of blessings to all of us here, and especially a kind of encouragement to all our students and our teachers. We are indeed grateful to you for taking so much of your time. We know how busy you are, and for you to come here, it's not easy. Every institution, every organization, they will have some or the other event, and they'll have to go there. But today also, both Rohit ji and Manmeet ji, they have had other engagements, but they have come here so that we can all enjoy their company and receive their blessings. Thank you, Manmeet ji. I kindly request you. I will request all students to come from the right side of our chief guest and receive the certificate. Give 1 second for our photographer to take photograph, so that and then you can. Thank you. Start with Aishwarya Hariram, post-diploma Kathak. Avipsa Pal, post-diploma Bharatanatyam. Sharmila Subaya, post-diploma Bharatanatyam. Vimala Iyer, post-diploma Bharatanatyam. Sudha Priya Saundara Pandi, post-diploma Bharatanatyam. Bhavana Koneru, diploma Bharatanatyam. Bhelina Banerjee, diploma Bharatanatyam. Srivatsan Pichadananda Murthy, diploma Mridangam. Aniyan Kannan, post-diploma Mridangam. Srihari Srinivasan, post-diploma Mridangam. Dathusan Shivaraja, post-diploma in Mridangam. Sunny Chabra, post-diploma Sitar. Jasbir Rehan, post-diploma Sitar. Arko Banerjee, diploma Bengali music. Zakia Anki, diploma Bengali music. Nazifa Tabassum, diploma Bengali music. Nikita Chittapragada, post-diploma Carnatic violin. Sharanya Ganti, diploma violin. Varain Gowda, post-diploma Carnatic violin. Raghu Vellora, diploma Hindustani vocal. Balahari Bharat, diploma Carnatic vocal. Malati Anton, Diploma Carnatic Vocal. Lakshmi Nair, Diploma Carnatic Vocal. Anisha Sinha, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Anita Guru, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Chirag Agarwal, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Patrali Ghosh, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Ushma Tank, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Monica Sarkar, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Pinaki Sharma, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Yamini Dhenuvakonda, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Neha Sinha, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Chandramaji. Reyaj Menon, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Limona Chanda, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Suchita Singh, Diploma Hindustani Vocal. Rahul Jain, Post Diploma Tabla. Ashutosh Jurle, Post Diploma Tabla. Tanishk Gupta, Post Diploma Tabla. Ravi Kumar Gandhi, Diploma Tabla. So now we would like to have a photograph with our chief guest, and also I would request our Rohit ji, Varinder ji, Candida to please come on the stage, and also Stella. Stella, please come on the stage. Are we all visible?
All people can move and the students, Who is not visible?
Those who can't see me, I can't see them. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the dance section of today's program. We open the dance performance with the classical dance form from the state of Andhra Pradesh, Kuchipudi. They will be presenting an item titled Cherish Me.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a Mercedes that is currently blocking the drive of the director's residence. Kindly, whoever's that is, please could you move it? If that's not moved, then everyone is going to be waiting longer for their dinner. So it's important that that car is moved quickly. Thank you. I'll go and check what the registration is. But it's a black Mercedes. It's a black Mercedes, and I think it's an A-class. So clearly they thought it was small enough to tuck in, but it's not.
Ladies and gentlemen, the performers of Kuchipudi, Swati, Sriram, Usha, Sridevi, Hema Bindu, Arushi, Tanvi, Ameya, Akshara, Taneshi, Santoshi, and Kirtana. Choreographer and Kuchipudi teacher Arunima Kumar. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the beautiful Eastern Indian classical form, Odissi. The students of Odissi perform a part from Bhattu in Ekatala, choreography by Sri Keducharan Mohapatra.
Sorry, that needs to be moved is a Hyundai, registration EA61NVV. Is that your? Okay, we know whose car that is. Please could you move it quickly? Girish, EA61NVV. Please kindly move it. Thank you. Or give me the keys and I'll move it, because I think someone important's on the stage next. So, Girish? Where's Girish? No, I think you need to watch the performance. I'll take the keys and move it. Here. All right.
You've got a learning license, you know, but
Ladies and gentlemen, the performers of Odissi, Aninda, Richie, Vairos, Vidya, Liga and Kimberly, and our Odissi resident teacher, Katrina Road. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to Bharatanatyam, the South Indian classical temple dance. They begin with Kavattum, also known as Mysore Jati, a traditional invocational item in praise of Ganesha, the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati. Ganesha is worshipped at first on all auspicious occasions. He is the remover of all obstacles and blessed with the devotees with all success. Pure dance sequences interwoven with the lyrics brings the majesticity of the Bharatanatyam style. Kavattum in Ragam Hamsadvani set to Aditalam, a composition of Sri Narayana Kavi.
चरित्र वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र तर्वि तुझे तुझे किण करुण जूडुमं पट्ल पराहु शायक विघ्न विनायक देव प्रणामु किटपट 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 काशीनाथ विनुत चरित्र वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र तर्वि तुझे तुझे किण करुण जूडुमं पट्ल पराहु शायक विघ्न विनायक देव प्रणामु श्रीकर सत्य वशीकर दीन दयाकर कांति दिवाकर रूप सुधाकर गुण रत्नाकर नीकु प्रख्यतु पराकु प्रताप राम सद्गुण धाम तुम धरत किन तकतति किन तुम चित्तुम धरत किन तकतति किठ तुम श्रीकर सत्य वशीकर दीन दयाकर कांति दिवाकर सुधाकर गुण रत्नाकर नीकु प्रख्यतु पराकु प्रताप राम सद्गुण धाम तुम धरत किन तकतति किन तुम चित्तुम धरत किन तकतति किन तुम तचुम 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 दधिता ताम 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 दित तैगिरग तचुम 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 दधिता ताम 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 दित तैगिरग तचुम 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 दधिता ताम 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 दित तैगिरग तचुम 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 दधिता ताम 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 दित तैगिरग तचुम 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 दधिता ताम 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 दित तैगिरग तचुम तैगिरग तचुम तैगिरग तचुम
Ladies and gentlemen, Bharatanatyam will be concluding with Tilana, the dance of exuberance. Intricate, fast, rhythmic footwork and striking sculptural poses are the hallmarks of the Tilanas. A small verse is dedicated to Lord Rama and Goddess Sita. Tilana in Ragam Sumanesharanjani, set to Aditalam, a composition of Dr. R. Ganesh.
धीम तन धीम त धीम त धीरना धीम तन धीम त धीम त धीरना तुम 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 तुम
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bharatanatyam performers Avipsa, Vimala, Sudha, Sharmila, Kalyani, Aditi, Bhavna, Belina, Sachi, Pooja, Divya, Mathu, Reena, Shahana, Sobilla, Deepika, Manasi, Surekha, Yamini and Suprabha. Ladies and gentlemen, teacher and choreographer, Bhavan's resident teacher, Guru Shri Prakash Yadaguri.
Namaste. Friends, at the end of the program, all are invited to the other hall, Hathi Hall, where dinner will be served. And also we need volunteers who could help serve food. We are going to serve food in two places. One is in our dining hall, the other one is in our Hathi Hall. I request those of you who could volunteer yourself, please see our Parvati or Shanti. They will direct you where your service would be needed. Now, friends, before the concluding item, I thought that we finish the vote of thanks part of the program so that at the end you don't need to wait to listen to anyone speaking. Friends, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our chief guest, Shri Manmeet Singh Narayan ji, for coming here and addressing all of us. Thank you, Manmeet ji, and Srimati Manmeet Singh Narayan. And also I would like to thank Shri Rohit Wadhwana ji, our guest of honor for this evening, who spoke on our Munshi ji, Wadhwana ji, and Srimati Rohit ji. Namaste. Thank you very much. I would like to thank our dear Patrick Bihari, who is not here, unfortunately, hasn't been well in the past 4 or 5 days, but he has worked even on the phone, giving us directions, help in various ways. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Bihari also. Our dear Parvati, who has been so ably comparing today's program as well as yesterday's, as Patrick mentioned yesterday. Shanti, Darshana, Anvi, Ritesh, all of our volunteers. Shankar, Raghu, Shivakami and Abhirami and their team for light and sound. Most importantly, all our teachers, full-time and part-time, and their brilliant students whose performance you all have enjoyed, and to all our parents week in and week out, bring their children so that they learn something about our culture. They sacrifice so much of their time so that their children attended some of our classes to get connected with our art and culture. To all our parents, to all of you for coming here and supporting our activities. There are many interesting programs taking place in the coming weeks and months. Please do take our leaflets, have a look at our notice board, and also visit our website www.bhavan.net, which will give you all information with regard to our present programs and the future events as well. We would like to see you here more often. Friends, your support will never go waste. We are here to serve the cause of our culture. Thank you. Namaste.
था तिरिकट पकता था दिन था
Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to Kathak. A technical presentation, Nritya in Teen Tal with Vilambit, Madhilay and Druthalay.
धा धा धिन ता 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 Hey,
a lot of movement and a lot of feminine aesthetics in the balls, but especially intricate as well.
Pardon?
One,
on Padan. The piece is choreographed by Pandit Abhay Shankar Mishra, assisted by guest artist Abhinav Shankar Mishra, along with Bhavan's Kathak teachers Diya Arora and Amun Bachu. A presentation by the students. Ladies and gentlemen, please wait and give a big hand.
Thank you. Namaste.